Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris, Ashes to Ashes. Sorry you guys only got one part last week. Some things came up that ended up resulting in me only being able to record that one part. However, also my travel plans ended up being cancelled, so I've got the time to actually go and record. So you guys are going to be getting 4 parts this week, so that you would still get the total of 5 parts that you were originally supposed to get. But after this week, we're going back down, or not back down, but we're going down to 2 parts a week. At least for the foreseeable future. Now, I am recording this basically in the middle of the night, so I apologize in advance if I end up doing a bunch of yawning. Because, yeah, you know, recording in the middle of the night, not something I typically do. I tend to record 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. But yes. This part we will just be continuing to build up our fortifications because we need them to be reasonably well fortified. So that their fleets aren't able to, and of course God, our scientists die so freaking often. Give me the youngest. I really don't care what their skills are, just give me the youngest. Because anything other than the youngest doesn't really work. Now these guys will eventually get a reasonable lifespan eventually, but that's going to require a bunch of research. And I might eventually, I don't know if we can do gene modding, and if so, how well it works out, but if we can, we'll probably be removing the fleeting trait from our species in the future. But for now we need to focus on getting our fleet upgraded, get them their nice sweet new equipment, whatever it was, I don't know off the top of my head. It's been a week since I recorded. Well, week and a half actually. Okay, that's an inactive building, that's fine, somebody will grow there soon, but I do need some extra food apparently. So I'm going to drop you to work on this food tile over here. Now I do wish that I could engage in caste system. But sadly I can't because we're not authoritarian. And that's mostly just because we can't be authoritarian. If we want to be fanatic purifiers. So, yeah. Governing ethics attraction is mostly worthless, really. Honestly, I don't care for any of these, so I think I'll just go for the better reactors. But now, once we have a science ship that is done doing whatever, we'll send it to go and explore this wormhole. Which, again, based off my test, should send me over here. Yeah, no, you don't need to go all the way over there. Just go here and explore the wormhole in the Makura system. And tell me where it goes, which again, if based off a test game that I did, it dropped me off somewhere up in this area. I don't remember exactly where though. I think it might have been right here. And then there was a fallen empire like right there next to it. But I don't remember what type of fallen empire off the top of my head.
System survey complete.
Go ahead and get these up to 6. No, that's not enough. Okay, I need more minerals. I need more mineral production.
System survey complete.
Go ahead and work your way down. Take more of those systems. What got upgraded? Ah, okay. We built some more things there, I guess. You guys are equivalent, which, I mean, while I'm not a fan of fighting wars against people with equivalent military power to me, because defensive fortifications are actually a viable thing now, I'm kind of okay with it. It's still not something I'm a big fan of doing if I can avoid it.
System survey complete.
But I think in this case, it's not something we're going to be able to really be able to avoid for too much longer. You are considered superior overall. Not a fan of... Oh, wait. What the hell am I doing? I already built a farm here. Forget that farm. Well, I guess you can... screw it. Once you grow, you can work there. And I guess I can queue it up to get upgraded. And you might be hearing my dog snoring in the background. Okay, that's Kraz, which is already done. You need one more. You're at 6. This is gonna put you at 6. Wonderful. Okay, and I'm just gonna have to force you to emergency FTL back home. Because they decided to cut us off.
Construction complete.
I don't really know why, because it's not like I cared for any of those resources, but whatever.
Construction complete.
And, okay. Okay, there were 2 science ships there, but they were both going in the same direction. I got kind of confused there. That's what they were trying to do. Jeez, dog. Once we have this fortified, we'll be ready to go for a war.
Construction complete.
No, let's go ahead and clear these. Now I could go ahead and spend roughly half my influence that I currently have on doing production targets, which isn't a terrible idea, all things considered. It might actually be useful, so you know what? We'll go ahead and put production targets down to help us get this stuff built up a little bit faster, hopefully. Okay, wonderful. You upgrade to a starport. You build all that stuff there. Okay, wormhole explored, and it dropped us, yep, up here, like it did before. Oh, but you don't go through it right away. Survey the system, and then just do auto explore up here. Some merchant guild that I can't engage in communications with, and the Upfallen Empire. Oh, enigmatic observers. They're not a fan of us.
Construction complete.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch out for that then. Has a ways to go.
We have mastered a new technology.
Wonderful. I don't think I had any of this anywhere near me in my test game. Let's go ahead and get the better lasers. That costs 10. That's 5. Not that I have anything better to put here anyway, though. But you are missing a deflector. Keep roughly the same layout, guys. Makes things a little bit easier to manage. Ah, but I don't have any of those ships anyway. So I don't... that change doesn't really mean anything. We're gonna get cruisers soon.
Construction complete.
I don't recall how much a cruiser takes up.
System survey complete.
Yeah, that is something I do not recall. You go to auto explore as well. You're not done yet, that I know. Do I want to go ahead and just upgrade these to Starholds? I think I will. Because you guys are equivalent, I got a 5k fleet. That means you guys have a fleet that's roughly in the 5 to, I think, 7k. I think is keeping in the equivalent range. So, yeah. These 3k stations aren't gonna cut it. So let's get those upgraded. Because I want them to be capable of basically stopping the enemy fleet. Primarily because we lose the systems automatically if they take the outpost, and if there's a planet there, obviously the planet as well. And so, yeah, I just wish to avoid needing to deal with that. It doesn't matter where you are. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was the food thing. Do we have any of that? Nope, of course not. If I don't get core sector systems, I can't take this stuff over. I can't directly control this stuff. Which is going to be annoying because I have to move my pops there. At least one. If I take this, though, I can directly control one system. But getting this will be helpful because it would allow me to slap more cruisers down. You know, no, we're just gonna go for the course. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, we'll just go for a fleet command.
Construction complete.
It's not that big of a deal. Okay, that'll get you to 10, then I can upgrade that.
System survey complete.
Okay. Nothing particularly interesting up here from the looks of it. Now we can build cruisers. Can't get that, that's way too far out. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the destroyer hull points. And let's take a look at our cruisers. Now, we do have quite a bit of options for putting missiles on them. But game, out of curiosity, how would you design a cruiser? You would go with artillery gunship. I'll take your word for it that it's a decent option. And we'll find out afterwards. Although, to my understanding, when it comes to using carriers, scout wings are currently the best because they still have the fighter behavior as it stands right now. But no, we're just I'll take the game's word for it that artillery gunship is a decent design. Now I am going to actually want to take over that wormhole, preferably. So this guy's going to make his way in that direction to secure that wormhole.
Anomaly found.
Yep, check it out. 5% chance of failure.
Construction complete.
UV laser as well. That was actually fairly quick. Let's go and get the better shields because we have better reactors now, so we could live with it, although it looks like the game says don't bother with lasers from the looks of it, at least with the UV lasers. Yes, the game says don't bother. Okay, game, whatever you say. Would you be fine with that? No. Okay, so you definitely need that if you want to be able to have 2 shields. Let's go to Fleet Manager, add a cruiser. 2 will do. And 1 of those.
Construction complete.
And we met the other Marauders. There are only 3 Marauders if I recall correctly. So we've already met all 3 of them. I don't know how we met you though, you're way the hell up there. Yep, go ahead and build the thing there. You can build an outpost there. These I don't mind if we end up losing. I'll be fine if I were to lose these systems early in the war, because it really doesn't matter to me. Now I know that's not actually enough to fulfill that order. Because yes, the cruiser is 631 each. So I'm looking at a little over 1,200 there. So yeah,
Construction complete.
Game is trying to make me think that's better than it really is.
System survey complete.
Build a biolab there. And you know what? I'm going to kick the game up to 3-speed. Or, well, fastest. Again, I call it 3-speed. Because I don't play on anything below normal, so as far as I'm concerned, normal is 1. Technically, normal is, I think, 3-speed.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Let's go ahead and get you to do some of your upgrades. That is a very physics-rich system. Holy crap.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Now, thing is, I can't quite afford to have upgrading or upgrades on both of these.
Construction complete.
Right this second, at least.
System survey complete.
Yeah, go check it out. Do whatever. I don't bother reading the events half the time anymore
Construction
because, I mean, unless I know it's a new one, I generally won't bother. Many of these are old ones. I don't think we've actually run into any new ones. There we go. That'll get us the, well, one of the cruisers.
Construction complete.
Can't wait to have the other cruiser.
Construction complete.
Go over there.
Construction complete.
Now the enemy fleet likely won't go down this path anyway. If I recall correctly, the enemy fleet's right up here. Now I just need to border these guys. So I'll probably go and use this system as my border to declare war.
Construction complete.
Because it opens up the least amount of systems to getting taken.
Construction complete.
Now that's gonna get
Anomaly
fortified.
found.
To the highest degree that I can afford to do it. Not right now though, because nobody owns the other side, which is right by a black hole, which I feel as though that's a very weird wormhole. To have your wormhole connect from here with a Class M star to a black hole.
Construction complete.
Guess it's a good thing we don't have a Stargate, because I would half expect that to not work properly. I.e. the Stargate would take power from the fact that the other side of the wormhole is a black hole, and as a result would keep the Stargate open for all time. Or, well, maybe not necessarily for all time, but for a very long time.
We have mastered a new technology.
You'd have to watch Stargate SG-1 to get what I'm trying to get at there. Let's go and get Physics Lab 2, and let's go ahead and slap these better shields on. Do you need the better reactor? Because if you don't, I'd rather not give you the better reactor. Because to my knowledge, the excess firepower apparently does not work, or at least it didn't. Maybe now it does, I don't know. But if I can avoid giving you the better reactor, and as a result keep costs down a little bit, I'd love to do that. Will you be fine with that? Well, I mean, technically in your case it is still cheaper. Well, actually no it isn't, would it? Let's see, that costs 914 minerals. If I do this, it's 904. Slightly cheaper, not by a whole lot. Is there a difference in the maintenance cost though? Yes, because of course the maintenance cost basically is the build cost with the decimal point moved 2 spaces to the left. At least for the mineral. Is it that way for everything? Yes, it is like that for everything except for the defense stations that apparently have no mineral upkeep cost, which is a little bit weird in my opinion. Why is that? They just don't. Okay. I guess they figured since you'd be building these anyway, if you're gonna take advantage of the whole stuff actually being worthwhile, they figured they can't really have those cost a lot.
Our ships have been upgraded.
Or have an upkeep cost on minerals tied to them. Because otherwise you'd sort of be gimping yourself. So they only have an upkeep cost in energy credits. I'm guessing that's the way that's supposed to work. Is that they figured it's cheaper. Or more reasonable to do that. But I don't know, because I'm not Paradox. I don't know what their thought process is on some things.
Our ships have been upgraded. Our ships have been upgraded.
And you know what, if it's only an energy credit upkeep cost, which apparently they're going to be extending to outposts, when that update gets released, I'm just going to go ahead and say now that I'm going to be releasing my own mod personally to remove that upkeep cost on outposts, because I'm not a fan of it. As it stands right now, outposts have no upkeep cost, to my understanding. They cost absolutely nothing. Starports, once you upgrade them, yes, everything above an outpost does have an upkeep cost. But yeah, apparently they're going to be extending that to outposts, which I'm not a fan of, so I'll be removing that when they do end up releasing, what is that, 2.0.2, I think is what that's supposed to be. Now, realistically speaking, I think these systems would probably be fine with just 4.2. Military power. It would effectively dissuade the enemy from attacking. But why would I do that? Let's go ahead and get even better destroyer hulls. And this will help again. The idea here is just to make it sure the enemy doesn't want to attack my systems, because if they do, they'll lose their fleet. And at least that's the plan. And if they don't lose their entire fleet, they'll hopefully at least just lose a substantial enough portion of it. Power plant. Well, don't bother with that power plant.
Construction complete.
And let's also queue this up. This to be upgraded once that power plant is built.
Complete.
Because I'm gonna need the power. I can't quite afford to have my fleets actually leave. My fleet can't actually exit port without me losing energy credits, which, I mean, I'm fine. I don't mind losing some energy credits. And I got a decent stockpile. I could probably fight that war to completion, but it would hurt me quite a bit. So let's just try to avoid that.
Construction complete.
Intriguing, if you say so, game. And get physics there.
Construction complete.
And I'm just gonna keep this guy here. Yeah, see, there's still that equivalent fleet power.
We have mastered a new technology.
Physics Lab 2, that'll help. An Energy Nexus will also help a little bit. Hero Biolab. Yep, check it out. Damn it. That helps research speed. Oh, we'll be doing just society research anyway, so I'll give you that.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete.
Oof. Good thing I was able to mute the microphone in time. Suddenly had to sneeze. A purple rain. Okay. On a toxic world, sure, whatever you say, game. A little bit weird, in my opinion. Aggressive observation.
Construction complete.
If they end up nuking themselves as a result of it, it's not my problem.
Construction complete.
Because we would just be destroying them anyway. Do I have a reason to care about these guys? No, they're just adaptive. That's their only trait. Oh, well, they're only the late medieval age, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Construction complete.
As far as the game is concerned, the only thing they can do is farm, basically.
Construction complete.
Yep, there we go. Now we're actually getting some of that energy credits back. Now how are you doing? You're down to equivalent across the board. Well, overall equivalent. Let's go ahead and research that.
Construction complete.
Apparently I know about you guys,
Special product complete.
but I don't know about you guys. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the deal is there. But you can pause if you wish to read this. These are, I think, just your bog standard marauders. They don't have any weird things. Like a She of the Void and a We're Just Crazy. If I recall correctly is what this is. Yeah, these are just the We're Crazy marauders. And these are your, like, religious marauders. And these are just your standard, hey, we're marauders. We do marauding.
We have
Is
mastered a
a
new
simple way to
technology.
basically summarize how that all works. Out of curiosity, are quicksand basins blocking any particularly useful resource on any of my worlds? It's blocking some energy credits, which could be useful. Energy credits here as well. Okay, yeah, let's go for that. But this part is at 31 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. I will see you all in the next one, but until then, a goodbye and a farewell.